We are doing our 1-year anniversary podcast, which means we are doing essentially what we did in the same thing as our first episode, which is we're doing our 2025 season predictions for the Oklahoma Sooners, man. This is like the best podcast, in my opinion, all year. This is my favorite podcast last year. It's so fun to do.
Yeah.
We're going through all 12 games, breaking down literally everything we think about the games, what we feel, win predictions. We're eventually going to give our record predictions at the end of this, and a bowl prediction or a playoff prediction. Who knows?
Yep.
So it's super exciting, man. I'm so excited to get
Juiced
into
up.
this.
Dude, I can hear it, bro. I hear it in
I'm
your
fired
voice.
up.
I'm super fired up. So let's just go ahead.
Well, we're going to do the first 6 games today.
Yep.
And then on Friday, we'll do the back half of the season and also our bowl/playoff prediction. So today is the first 6 games, first half of the season. Let's go, man. I'm so wired.
Who's got an Illinois State pick, man? Who's got an Illinois State pick?
Hey, I'll get us going.
Yeah,
I'm fired up. I got the juices flowing. Illinois State, opening night. I take it as a dub. Not really a surprise here. But I think we actually lay it on them, and I think Ben Arbuckle comes out trying to prove a point that this offense is going to be electric. I say we win 69-13. I think we absolutely put it on them. I don't think Ben Arbuckle takes the brakes off at all. I think we see a little bit of Michael Hawkins and Whit Neubauer. I think we see all 3 quarterbacks, and I think everybody just goes crazy. I think Mike goes crazy. I think Whit goes crazy. I've seen his tape in fall camp. I was like, yo, this guy's like kind of raw. So, anyways, 69-13. I think we destroy him. Our defense is, I think they get a touchdown just in trash time. Like, touchdown, a couple field goals in trash time. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was 45-0 at halftime at all.
Mm-hmm. That's a good pick. Dude, I want to just tag on real quick and say I actually could see a situation where in the trash minutes, we actually may or may not see Mike. Like, I think there's a situation we don't see Mike. I think Mike is going to be very protective, Michael Hawkins, by the way, of that red shirt this year because he burnt his red shirt last year. I think he's going to be very protective of it. And I think there's a situation in my mind where he's like, and there's nothing wrong with this, I don't think, is like, hey, coach, don't put me in unless you need me in, obviously, which we don't even want to think about that. But I think that's a possible situation because Jackson Arnold got cooked by us by accidentally burning his red shirt his freshman year, and then obviously his sophomore year was terrible. So now he's already halfway through his college career, and it feels like he hasn't gotten a full season yet. Michael Hawkins definitely does not want that situation. So, anyways, that was a tangent. I think Illinois State, obviously I have it marked up as a win. So take us back a year to the first game last year. It was Temple at home, which is an even better team than Illinois State, actually. They're actually I would consider above that style program. Dude, we won 51-3, and Sooner Nation was pissed. And I was too. We all were.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how, like, high the expectation is in these games. Like, it literally, like, giving up a touchdown, the defense will come into question. If you don't have 400 passing yards or something like in that area, the offense will come into question. If you give up a sack, the O-line will come into question. You have to play incredible in these games because everyone is going to be super critical in this first game of the season versus a really bad team. I'm going to be super critical in this game. So yeah, it's kind of hilarious how tough we are on these games. But yeah, I got us chopped up. Offense, I think, is going to be going wild, like you said. I do think we should and can and probably will hold back some plays. You got Michigan week 2, which is a good defense. Let's not show them everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and be comedic and just say 51-3, exactly what it was last year. But I think it'll look a lot better. Than last year. I think it will be a lot more passing yards than last year. That's the big thing. A lot more throwing the ball. But that's all I got to say about Illinois State.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I got a 70 bomb. I got a 70
burger
bomb being put up, bro. There's just no shot
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think last year, you get 3-4 games to kind of ramp up before you play a big dog. You got one. You don't want to show everything, but everybody, I'm running it up. I am running it up saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. You hold back a few plays, yes, but get everyone the reps they need. I want my offense out there as long as they can. I want turnover on downs from defense every single time. Get the offense back. Let's work on. I would start playing with them. I would start working on like random, like silly stuff during the game, bro. But I don't think it's gonna be close. There's not much to say. Give me 73. I think we give up a silly touchdown though. Give me 73-7.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Dude, one thing I wanted to point out, I agree on you with this, is like coaches, it is such a bad mindset to get in the mindset of we've already won this game. But with a game like this, go and practice things that you're questionable on. Or maybe even or an actually really smart thing to do is, let's say it's 2 minutes left in the second half. You still have your starters in, whatever. Simulate a 2-minute experience. And that's as close to a 2-minute experience as you're going to get practice-wise. So, practice-wise in an actual game. But get those kind of reps in. Get those freshmen in. Get those sophomores in. Let Gilroy get out there. Like, these are the games for that. Yeah. That being said, all right. We got the actual picks out of the way. Where I will actually be during this game, I think all I'm saying is Texas-Ohio State is on that morning. That is my highlight of the day, probably, is watching that game. And then also Michigan plays, Notre Dame plays Miami the next day. That night, Clemson plays LSU. Oh, my gosh. It's such a good week one. Like, we are left out of how good week one is, kind of, because our game is just what it is. But, hey, I'm still going to be watching OU Illinois State, absolutely. I probably will be there, I'm thinking. But, man, every bit of time around that game, I'm going to be watching other football teams play.
Be glued to the couch, bro.
And we're going to find out so much about Texas and LSU further down the road through week one. And Auburn.
Yeah.
All right, man. Man, we just talked about that much for Illinois State.
That's a problem.
Until week 2. Michigan. My number one prediction about Michigan is that it will be game day. I think we're going to be hosting game day again, which is sick. Let's see. What do I got written down about Michigan? This game, I think, is truly as good as it's made out to be. I think it's not getting overhyped. I think it is as good as it's going to be made out to be. I think Michigan can be a top 3 team in the Big Ten if they play up to their potential. The big thing I think that we have in our favor is their pass game. Their pass game is atrocious. It was atrocious last year. Really, really bad. And they have a true freshman quarterback coming in to make that change. Not the best situation to be in when you're on the road at Oklahoma. Really good defense. Really good defensive line. Maybe the best defensive line. I pick the best defensive line in college football. Bad situation for Bryce Underwood. Underwood. So I got us chopped up. I actually do have. I'm actually pretty confident in this game, more than I probably should be. I'm pretty confident that we'll get this win. I just don't think true freshman quarterback comes and beats this defense. I do have some questions about our offense. Here's a couple bets I'm making on this game. Bryce Underwood, go ahead and chop it up more than one interception, in my opinion. I think 1 or 2 interceptions. But here's another bet I have. John Mateer takes 3 or more sacks. I think that's another. And so it goes both ways. The defense is going to be the dominant force in this game. Yeah. Give me a low-scoring win. I'll just go out and throw a prediction 17-10.
Colin, you want to go or me?
I'll go. I'll keep it short. I have it as a win, but like you said, I think I can see kind of one of those games where it's like everyone, the John Mateer, the hype is up here because he just put up 754 yards versus Illinois State.
Yeah.
And then it's like he comes back to earth and like is a normal human being again. And it might be one of those like he's 13 for 16 for like 190 and people are like, what happened? And it's like, bro, Michigan's defenses, they're not bad. They're not. It's not a bad defense. But like you said, I mean, I don't see a way Bryce Underwood comes in here. Like Norman is like, it's not an easy place to play. Like not too many teams come in here and win. So I think it's a little higher scoring. I think our running backs, do a little damage this game, honestly. I don't know why I have that feeling. So I'm going to go 27. I'm going 27-14.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't spend too long on this. You guys have kind of already covered the main aspects of Michigan. They have a really good defense. They lost a lot of guys last year. They lost Mason Graham. They lost Will Johnson. But they're still replenishing with solid players. I think their defense is going to be really, really good. Even though they lost a lot of guys. Bryce Underwood is a true freshman 5-star quarterback. I think he's going to be really good, but at the same time, you don't know. I mean, this is the second game of his entire career. He's on the road at OU. It's college game day. And it's against probably one of the greatest defenses in all of college football. In my opinion, like you said, Spencer, the greatest D-line in all of college football. I just think he's really going to struggle. Unless he's Caleb Williams, I think he's going to struggle. So I chop it up as a win. I think we win 26-17. I think we score 2 tutties. And I think we get 3 field goals.
That's fair. I agree.
Solid.
Here's my thing with Michigan defense. Here's the thing. They figured it out at the end of last year. They absolutely figured it out.
Yeah.
Think about the streak they're on right now. Their last 2 games, they beat Ohio State in the shoe. And, I mean, first off, they held Ohio State to 10 points. The national champions with Jeremiah Smith, who's the best player in college football, got held to 10 points. I mean, at home. At home. Nobody in the playoffs could figure out how to do that. Nobody. Texas, Notre Dame, nobody. Michigan did. And they beat Alabama in the ReliaQuest Bowl as their bowl game. So, I mean, they're on a I'm thinking about it. They figured it out at the end of last season.
Yeah.
They really did. The defensive coordinator figured it out. Their pass game, they have not figured out, and they have a new quarterback. That's why I'm concerned. But, man, going to Colby's point, if John Mateer has a less than amazing game, that is not something to be concerned about with this freaking Michigan team. They're good. They're so good on defense. And, you don't have to play magnificent offense in this game. You just got to go out there and win a tough slugfest battle, really.
Yeah.
But I do have us a 2-0. I really do. One last thing on Michigan. I think you guys will have something to say about this too. You lose this game. What's the narrative?
Overrated, bro. We're same old, bro. BV.
BV.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. What's the narrative for BV?
Yeah.
I'll smell you.
The narrative for BV is BV gets fired, right? Or should not gets fired, but fans, what are they going to say?
Yeah.
Fire BV, man.
This it's a big deal because, if you lose this game, according to my prediction for the whole season, we're not in the playoff if we lose this game.
Yeah.
This is a must-win game. Can't afford to lose it. But, yeah, BV, that's going to be tough.
The trajectory of the season floats on this game. BV will immediately, I guarantee you the next morning, there will be talks of is BV the guy. There will be an article put out the next morning if we lose. Yeah. But another thing
written by Spencer May.
Written by me, yeah. Another thing is, if we win this game, what's the narrative? The next morning, there will be articles of Oklahoma has finally figured it out.
Yeah.
Brent Venables has figured it out. Brent Venables has a team. This is a playoff team.
Yeah.
It's that big. It's that big. And that's not being dramatic. That's how big this game is. It really is that big. So
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most important game of the season. It really is. It sets the tone for the entire season. It has playoff implications, not only for us, but also for Michigan. I mean, you got to keep in mind, Michigan's playing Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon, I believe, this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also big time for them, too. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
it's a huge, huge, huge game.
It's such a big game, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm
It's
so
gonna be
excited
fun.
for it. Well, then, now that we're talking about big games, we're going to Temple. This is
Going to Temple.
This is one of the funniest travel situations in college
Just
football
ridiculous.
this year.
Just ridiculous.
OU traveling to Temple. They play in about 10% full Philadelphia Eagles Stadium up in Philadelphia. That's where they play. I do wonder, okay, they have
That's so
they
ridiculous.
they fill the 10% capacity. I wonder, okay, OU's coming to town. I wonder, if we can. I know we'll have some travel. OU travels
yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're really looking. This could be a 50% full stadium, literally. I don't know how well. I mean, it's Philadelphia. That's a flight, So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long ways. I could totally see some OU fans going up hey, we'll go to New York for the weekend, catch the
Yeah.
OU game, take a train or something back to the city, have some fun. I could see that.
but I just
That's
don't know.
about it, though.
It doesn't. There's no way this game even approaches a sellout. So, anyway, this is an easy dub for me. Definitely a high-scoring game for us. Kind of just crazy that this is our first road game, true road game. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's I don't know, 59-7. That's really all I got to say about it.
Yeah. I'll let it rip, Colin. Not much to talk about. Just Temple. It's on the road. I think we're a little beat up after the Michigan game, so I put us at a win at 45-17. I don't know if we break the 50 mark purely just because we might be beat up, but at the end of the day, it's a super simple game. It's on the road at Temple, and I think it'll be cooler for the OU guys to be like, hey, I'm playing in an NFL stadium, more so than they're actually playing Temple. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah.
I know Philadelphia is a colder place, but the only if it gets randomly cold in the middle of September, bro, then I'm like, dude, this offense is cooked. They're not cooked, but it's so hard to play unless you get juiced up throwing the ball, dude. The ball's rock solid. You're trying to grip it, and it's not working. But if there's great conditions, I think it's 55. Go 55-10.
Yeah,
I don't think they're good enough to put up more than that.
It'll be
Temple
pretty
is
warm
not
up
good enough.
there.
It should.
Normally.
It better.
Yeah.
It doesn't get cold up there till about late October. That's when it
Okay.
starts to get chilly.
And even then, it's nothing that they wouldn't have experienced before.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
50s,
In Oklahoma,
55, 60.
yeah. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's not till
Yeah.
December when you get those snow games in the shoe
Yeah.
or in the big house. Which, man, that's a bucket list item of mine, is to go see a Big Ten snow game, just running the ball. But yeah, rest in peace to the guy that drives the equipment truck for this one, man.
Gosh, dude.
I will Venmo you for a 5-hour energy, my brother, because you're gonna need it. You are going to
Facts.
need it.
Dude, I'll
and a
pitch
beef
in
jerky
$6.
stick.
Yeah, say I'll pitch in $6 for a little Subway 6-inch
Oh.
at the Love's gas stop on the way up
Ooh.
there.
Yeah. He
Yeah, I'll throw
might
that
be
for the
able
truck
to
driver.
hit the Buc-ee's in Missouri as well,
Ooh.
and get him
yeah.
some roasted pecans. So, hopefully, looking out for.
Fresh brisket on the board.
Yep,
Sorry.
I feel bad for that guy, but so
Yeah.
okay, so we all got 3-0
3-0.
fairly confidently. I honestly,
Yeah.
Michigan is obviously the one where we're a little not very confident, but fairly
Don't worry,
confident.
it's coming.
3-0 here.
It's coming. Negative boomer backfield's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry, we're not gonna be positive forever.
Colin, I think you're pushing the narrative, man. I think you're pushing it hard.
I am.
Next up is Auburn, week 4. This is such an exciting game.
Yeah.
I have Auburn. I have Auburn being unranked, because they lost to Baylor in week 1. That's my prediction.
Mm.
In the case that they beat Baylor, they will be ranked, and this will be a ranked showdown in Norman. But I don't think that's likely because Jackson Arnold will be starting quarterback. And, gosh, he's bad at football. We've already discussed that. But just yesterday, I'm watching ESPN at the gym. It's just on the TV at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Freeze is talking about a 3-quarterback situation. That's how you know. That's
exactly
sign
how you
number
know.
1 that your quarterback situation is bad is you're talking about 3 quarterbacks.
Yep.
Or even 2 quarterbacks, really. So
Yeah.
QB situation is really bad there. I think if Jackson Arnold plays this game, he's going to fold in front of the Norman crowd, and we're going to win easily. If Jackson Arnold doesn't play this game, I think there's going to be so much question mark for them at quarterback that they're going to play equally bad. So for me, it's a dub no matter what. I think we hold them. I think our defense, this is great. Our defense holds them to 7. I mean, I think our defense is that good, and I think if you don't have a good quarterback against our defense, good luck. And their running back situation isn't as good as it was last year, in my opinion. Yeah, I think our offense should be playing pretty good, but not as good as the other teams. I think 27-7 would be my prediction for Auburn.
Mm.
Really confident in this game. Really confident in
dude.
this game.
I tell you what, if Jackson Arnold comes to Norman, there's all the jokes like, bro, you might have a legacy game. I don't think it's possible. I truly do not believe he is capable of having a legacy game in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But Alabama, no, it's not a legacy game. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. He ran the ball. He accounted for 0 touchdowns, and he didn't turn the ball over. That's not a legacy game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
200 total all-purpose yards is not a legacy game.
And I just
Like,
finished
come on.
beefing with this kid on Instagram. Talking, bro, that was a legacy game. What are you talking about? If that is the standard at OU is to not turn the ball over and run the ball for 130, okay. Awesome. We need to kick rocks.
200 yards is a terrible game for Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. Kyle.
Yeah,
Awful.
that's what I'm saying. All-purpose.
Awful.
All-purpose.
He threw for 60.
Yeah. That's
Your
crazy.
Anyway, Spence, I agree. I think this offense is their offense. It's just not going to be great. They have the weapon. If they had a good quarterback, they would honestly be kind of scary because their wide receivers are low-key cracked. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton Jr., 2 studs. But if Deuce Knight plays, he's still a freshman. It's going to be hard to come in here and win. If Jackson Arnold plays, he's butt. So even harder to come in here. So I got us winning 33-13.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Return of J.A. I don't think he's actually going to be playing this game. That's one of my predictions for this game. I don't even think he's going to be the starter coming in here. And I also think that he is a little bit of a head case. And I just know the student section lines up right against the visiting team bench. I think he is going to be getting berated by me as well because I cannot stand him as a quarterback. The thing is about Auburn, I really don't think they're that bad of a team. They have a good defense. The receivers are good. They're really not terrible. Their quarterback can't figure it out, and their head coach can't figure it out. I know a lot of Auburn fans are like frustrated with Hugh Freeze, and of course they thought J.A. was going to be their savior, and it's like, guys, I mean, clearly that's showing that's not the case, in fall camp. They got a tough game at Baylor. I just don't think they're very good, not because of maybe the talent, but just because of the coaching. I just don't think they have the right coaching. And here's what I'll say. If we could beat them on the road with last year's team, with
agreed.
Michael Hawkins as our quarterback, listen, I love Mike. Listen, I love Mike, and I will say Mike
Johnson upgrade.
Let me finish. Mike had a great game last game, but John Mateer is a much bigger upgrade, and we had a horrible team last year, and we beat them on the road. I just don't see a situation where they come here with a worse quarterback, in my opinion, with Jackson Arnold, and come beat us. That just doesn't happen. So I chalk it up as a win. I think we go 4-0, and I think we beat them pretty good, 34-17. I think they get a couple touchdowns and a field goal, just because that's just going to happen. but I think
Yeah.
we beat them pretty handedly at home.
Yeah. Dude, and Colby, going back to your point about, okay, we beat them last year. Peyton Thorne, up until the pick six, played
Like,
out of
dude.
his mind last
Dude.
year against us. He was playing
That was
incredible.
insane. That was
They
insane.
had 4 or 5 explosive offensive plays,
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
bomb throws that completed. So I totally agree. Like, you're not going to have a performance like that again, and
No.
especially not on the road. So it's, to me, this is just a no-brainer. And dude, I've been thinking about this, man. Imagine if Jackson Arnold does start, and he comes out of that. He comes running out from the sideline, and in a quarterback for Auburn, Jackson Arnold. Dude, it's gonna be. I don't think it will be at the same level, but it'll be similar to when Kevin Durant returned for OKC, bro, and the boos every time he touches the ball, dude. I just hope we boo when he comes out. I don't know how I don't know how people feel about that. I don't know if you boo a 20-year-old kid, but whatever. To me,
Dude, I
boo this guy.
21.
I had a conversation yesterday with my dad, bro, and he's like, dude, I just don't have that hate for Jackson Arnold like you guys do. And I was like, I think people, they don't realize, like, go watch what he did. He literally sold us so bad so many times.
Dude.
Do I hate him? No, I don't hate him. Do I think he is incredibly bad at football? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, if he walked up to me, I'm not just slapping, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not going to punch him on the face. I would be like, I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, shake his hand, whatever. I bet he's a great guy.
Funny
but
enough,
he sucks. He
Yeah.
probably is. He's probably a quiet,
Yeah.
little shy guy. Like, honestly,
agreed.
like,
Yeah.
we're probably very similar. Like, probably don't like talking,
I-
don't really say that much.
I
But
was
it's
gonna
like,
say that he has a
he
similarity.
sucks.
He has a very similar
sucks.
personality to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't hate Jackson Arnold, bro, as a person. I just
I
love
hate
OU
him
football.
playing football.
That's what I'm saying. I love OU football, and he sold us last year. So I really
Yeah.
dislike him as a football player. But, like,
Yeah,
hate is a strong word to, like, hate somebody. It's like, okay, I don't hate anybody. I don't think
Yeah.
there's a single person more that I genuinely hate.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's just terrible
There-
at football.
There is a difference between like hating somebody and then like hating an athlete, like who they are, like they're athletic. Like, I hate. Let me give an example. I hate Jokic. God, he makes me
Yes.
so mad.
Yes.
But like, if I
Yes.
met Jokic, I would just be like, yeah, he's a cool guy. He's funny. He
Yeah.
likes his horses. But
Yeah.
like, when I'm watching a Nuggets game versus the Thunder in Game 7, I hate Jokic. But
Yeah.
Jackson Arnold, man. Here's the thing: there are athletes that, in a situation like Jackson Arnold's going to be in when he comes back, there are athletes that get excited for the moment. They get
Yes.
pumped up. It gives them energy. It gives them like, oh, I've been waiting for this moment. And then there are athletes that think the moment is here, and they just deer in headlights moment for them.
They're dreading that
Jackson
game.
Arnold is the latter. He is the latter. That is my expert insider take after last season. That is the type that Jackson Arnold is, unfortunately, and we had to experience that. And for you guys in the comments, because on our last video, we got some people saying, why do Oklahoma fans hate Jackson Arnold so much? Again, go watch the Missouri game. Go watch the Tennessee game. Promise
Yep.
you. Come back after that.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Have we done enough? Have we done enough to this poor man? Have we done
This should
enough?
be it until Auburn
Bro,
week,
I
bro.
feel-
This should
yeah.
be it, bro.
Yeah, we should do a
He's
no
gonna get
JA
a
talk until Auburn. We
Dude,
always
somehow it's
find a way
gonna
to
come
bring him
up.
up every single podcast. We gotta stop.
So funny, bro. Yeah.
We got a 4-week hiatus, bro, from
Okay.
Jackson Arnold, bro. Here we go.
Jackson,
No more.
That game
Oh,
is
man.
in. That game is a month from today. We will go ahead and stop talking about him for 3 weeks.
JA
It's
band,
gonna
bro.
be so hard.
JA band.
Yeah, it is
Hey,
funny
and-
because we'll be literally talking about like whatever
Dude, we're gonna-
topic.
Dude, we're gonna
Yeah.
do around the world, bro. If they lose to Baylor,
Yeah.
dude, we just have to skip over
Yes.
it, bro.
Oh no, I gotta talk about that game.
No, we can't, bro. We
Yeah,
can't.
I was just about to say that. We're gonna definitely talk about him with the Baylor game. All right, let's move
JA
along.
band.
We're here to talk about OU
Let's move
football.
along.
Let's move along.
JA band.
All right, so next
All right.
up, week 5, we got Kent State at home. To be honest, I wish we pushed this game back later in the season because
Yes.
we have such a hard stretch after. From Texas on, really, there's no breaks. But I do appreciate to some extent having it before Texas to kind of just like freshen up a little bit, which is crazy to say that when you're playing college football. But there's not much to say about Kent State. They're just not very good. It'll be an easy game, cheap tickets. So if you're an RU fan and you're kind of broke, go to the Kent State game because you'll be able to get in for probably $3 and some change. I chalk this up as a W. I think we win 56-10. I think it's another whooping again. I think maybe Kent State scores a touchdown, just like last year. Maine put up I don't know how many points, but that was kind of ridiculous. But I think we just kind of take it easy, so I think they get 10 points. But I think we let them have it. Once again, we see more of what Neubauer or Michael Hawkins, depending upon the redshirt situation. But easier dub.
That's solid take. Solid take. Yeah, I agree. I wish we had put this game week 10, and like right between that, like in between the Tennessee and Alabama road trip would have been perfect. I don't know. I don't know what happened with the scheduling, but we just got it early, I guess. Good first half of the season. For me, man, I actually think this is probably the easiest game we got. I think we're going to have everything figured out by this point. Defensive backups are going to be already just playing amazing at this point. I don't think we I mean, this is one of the games where I think it's an Arkansas State situation. Give me 70-0.
Hello.
The thing is, I don't think we allow any points.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being is by this point, the second and third strings on defense are raw. The freshmen and all them are going to be raw. And good luck scoring on that, as you know, in the Palace against Kent State. Yeah, good luck scoring on that. So, give me 70-0, and
wowza.
Look out for the rest of the season after that. Golly,
yeah, it sucks because we have a bye week before this, and then you get virtually another bye week. It's like, golly, dude, just have the bye week.
I know what you're gonna say,
let's
Kylan.
just go play.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Wait.
That's coming later. Don't
okay.
wait. Just worry. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming.
Because we know how we play after bye weeks.
Oh,
I thought that's where you were going with it.
I have my speech prepared. Don't even worry, bro.
Okay.
But so it just sucks. It's like, dude, we didn't really need the bye week if we're gonna play Kent State. I mean, I get it, but like you said, Kent State is actually like literally one of the worst teams in college football. Like, I think they were like dead last in like offensive production or something last year. But yeah, I think it'll be. I'm going 60. What's a good little score? I'm going 63. I'm going 9 straight tutties. 63-3.
Okay.
Wow.
Good pick.
Wow.
So at this point, we've reached 3 teams where we're going to see the backup quarterback, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm going to back up my take. Don't put Michael Hawkins in, at least in one of those games.
Yeah.
Because if Michael Hawkins comes in the trash minutes of all 3 of those games, if he touches the field one more time in any of the other games, for whatever reason, maybe Jackson Arnold's helmet comes off against freaking Dylan Stewart, right? Maybe his red shirt's gone. Michael Hawkins' red shirt is gone. So protect that red shirt, honestly. Go ahead. Protect it, in my opinion. No reason to burn it. Give this man another year of his college career. Of course, he could go to the NFL, but protect his career. Yeah. Fellas, it was a good run, wasn't it? It was a good run, wasn't it? We are all confidently saying 5-0 at this point. I do think like 4-1 is absolutely possible to this point, but I think we go to the Cotton Bowl 5-0. I'm actually like I would put I would bet on that. 5-0 at the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Who wants to start us off for Texas?
I got it, man.
So let's count. Yeah, so
let's just
this will be the last game that we cover for this episode. Will be the Texas game. And then we'll get into the back half of the season on Friday.
Let's end it on a high note, bro. Here we go. Like I said, everyone knows this game's a 50-50. It is. But if you look at it just strictly on paper, some things, it's not 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think this might be one of those years it's usually 50-50 because Texas isn't that good. But, like, it helps them because it's that rivalry that helps them, and then they'll win one of these years. But now, Texas is good. And boy, oh boy, the past couple years, what we've seen, like, just beatings, literal beatings. Yes, we haven't had, competent QB play, but the QB don't play defense. The QB do not play defense. And last year, our defense was solid. And would they put up 30, 34? So I got Texas winning this one. I got us at 5-1. I think it's close. I'm gonna go 27-20 Texas.
That's a heartbreaker.
It is.
Can I be? And let me preface this as well. Last season, our record picks were me 9-3, Colby 10-2, Kylan 11-1. All right. Boomer Backfield fans. We have to be more realistic. We have to come down to earth just a little bit. Here's my thing. Texas is really good. Arch, to me, looks really good. I don't think they are the kind of good that we saw in the past where it was like, oh, they're preseason ranked number 5, and then they would just be butt. No, I think this is a really actually good Texas team. They were literally just in the playoff. I think their quarterback situation is better. I do think Arch is better than Quinn. They have a preseason All-American at all 3 levels of the defense. They have a defensive tackle, they have a linebacker, and they have a safety as a preseason first-team All-American. That is insane. If I'm a betting man, I'm going Texas. I'm going to pick Texas in this game. But I'm going to give you one crazy scenario. They play at Ohio State and at Florida before they play us in the Cotton Bowl. It is not crazy to say they lose Ohio State at all, right? So they could absolutely have one loss coming into this game. It's not absolutely freaking bonkers to say they lose at Florida. It really isn't.
No,
it is not bonkers.
It's not.
It is not bonkers to say they lose at Florida. Florida's a good team, and if DJ Lagway's playing and they're in the swamp, that's not a crazy take. So imagine that. Imagine we're playing a 2-loss Texas team, and they're playing for a spot in the playoff basically at that point. Wow, that's a weird, different narrative than we're expecting for this game. But unfortunately, no matter what, give me Texas. Man, they just look so good this year. Give me,
oh boy,
give me 27-24.
Okay,
just a heartbreaker as well. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say other than what you guys have already touched on. Texas is going to be really good. Arch is an elite quarterback. I agree with you, Spencer. I think Arch is much better than Quinn. And he also looks very confident and established already. And it's going to be his first full season as the quarterback at Texas. He's just going to be insane. And I hate to say that, but he is. Just like you said, too, they have a star at every level of the defense. Every single level. They're going to be elite on defense. I think Texas is going to be really good.
Yep.
Could they have 2 losses coming into this game? Yeah. Could they be 5-0, beating 2 really tough teams on the road? Yeah, they can. I do think, though, and Kylan, you touched on this for Texas, but I think it's for us too. It is a 50-50 game. Normally, we are the better team coming in. We're a top 5, top 10 team, and they beat us and they're unranked with Sal Mallinger or something like that. I will point back to this. 2023, our senior year, we beat Texas, and we had a great game against them with Dylan Gabriel. I mean, the 2-minute drive down the road. And let's not forget, they had, I think, a minute and a half, and they scored a tutty to seal the game. Dylan Gabriel comes all the way back and wins the game for us. Him single-handedly, and Drake Stoops. All that to say is anything can happen at OU, Texas. And I think the reason for the score last year, why it was so high, is because our offense was going 3 and out. And we still only held Texas to under 35 points. And our defense was out there probably for, 40 minutes of the game, it felt like an absurd amount of time.
Yeah.
Being said, I think we actually play a really good game. I think we play a really good game versus Texas, but I do think we lose. And I think we lose 30-27. I think it is a really close game, but I don't think we squeeze it out. I just think Texas is really good, but I do think we play good that game. I don't think we have a year like last year or a year like 2022. I think we actually have a good game. I think John Mateer, I'm going to make this prediction. I think John Mateer actually goes crazy. I think he balls out. I think he throws for 300 plus that game. I think he absolutely goes bonkers. But I just think Texas will have the advantage going into this game. So I think they win. But there is a chance for us to squeeze it out. So I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I by no means. I think it will be within 3 to 6 points. I think the score will be within 3 to 6 points. I think it's going to be really close this year. I just don't think we pull it out, if I'm being realistic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this, and people may be like, oh, no. But Arch, the more I see him talk and I hear his interviews, the more I start to get scared.
Because he's mature.
Because if I was Arch, bro, and I said, oh, yeah, my uncles are 2 MVPs, 2 Hall of Famers, yeah, whatever. If I didn't know his name, I would never guess it. I mean, besides he looks like him, but like he has that personality where it's like, hey man, I'm not I don't care about that, and that is probably one of the best things to have is that I don't care about my family. I'm making my own name type of deal, and everything I see, it's always I'm just about the team. He's about the team, and I'm like, oh boy. So I hate to say it, but he might be better than John. I'm sorry. He might end up being better than John. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think they both play a really good game, but it's one of those things where all those guys that they have playing, they've been on that stage. They were in the semis. Like, they've been this close to going and playing for a national championship. Mm-hmm. And our guys have never won a bowl game. So you got two different playing fields right here. But like you said, I mean, I think we're all in agreement. It'll be a good game, but I just, on paper, dude, Texas looks scary. Hate to say it, but I think it's true.
I agree.
It looks scary.
I agree.
Well, yeah.
If you want a reason to have a little bit of positivity for this game, do what I do every once in a while and watch just the first quarter. By the way, we won the first quarter last year, 3-0. Crazy enough, believe it or not. We won the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it was 3-0, and everyone was kind of looking at each other like, is this possible? And then they went on and scored 21 points unanswered in the second quarter, Texas. But, man, in that first quarter, here's what happened. Our defense ran them over. Made Quinn Ewers throw crazy balls because he was under so much pressure. Sacked him multiple times, lit him up. And put our offense in the most incredible field position ever. We got the ball on the 40-yard line and did not get a first down. Twice in the first quarter. Twice.
Yeah.
We got the ball past the 50-yard line. So we were in their territory twice in the first quarter and only got 3 points out of that. Our offense, if they're just a little bit good, we'll be able to get 6 points out of that next year or this year. So the defense is there. Our defense is ready for this team. It's like, okay, can the offense capitalize on starting out from the 40? Like, seriously, like John Mateer will get – that's how good our defense is. Even when we play the best teams in the country, John Mateer is going to start his drives in the 40 sometimes, often. And you just have to be able to take advantage of that. So our defense is there, man. Go watch that first quarter. It'll hype you up because we were running them over. We were running them over in that first quarter. And
and
that's
then
a reason
turn it off.
Yeah,
And turn it off.
Because when your offense is out there for 5 minutes, what are you going to do?
That's what I'm saying. The time possession was heavily favored for Texas.
Yeah, so it's like, just don't go 3 and out all the freaking time. Give your defense a chance to rest and they're good. They're going to be there for you. And
Yeah.
that's that. After giving you some negative news that we're all picking Texas, there's some positivity. Like
there's hope this year, right?
Yeah.
There's hope.
34-3
can win. We have a good
34-3 was ugly, but man, the defense was there. The defense just was there.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps up today's episode for the first 6 games of the season. Hate to end on a bad note, but there is hope. I definitely think we can. I was saying 5-1 if we are correct, but I definitely think there is a world where we beat Texas. I don't think it's impossible. Like last year, I mean, come on, like we definitely were going to lose to Texas, but I think this year it's like there's actually a chance that we could beat them.
Absolutely, it's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. We're much better on offense. Our defense is just as good, and we have BV calling the plays. I think we're in a good spot here.
I just want to say, time possession does favor OU. We had the ball for 32 minutes. They had the ball for 27.
What about the first quarter, though?
Bro, that's the whole game, bro. I'm just saying, the whole game, we had the ball.
What is the first quarter?
I don't know how to. I have no idea how to look at that.
The first,
I'm just looking at
I've watched the first quarter recently. We went 3 and out like 3 times. I think that was the first quarter.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm mostly talking about like when you get put in a phenomenal situation.
No,
like,
I agree.
Getting the ball on the 40-yard line and then having to kick a 40-yard field goal, that can't happen. If you get the ball on the 40 and you're kicking a 50-yard field goal, that's ridiculous. So, got to do better than that. That being said, dude, if we're 5-1, where are we ranked with this schedule? Where are we ranked? We're ranked, I think, top 15 with this schedule, maybe even top 12. So, nothing to be mad about. Nothing to be mad about there. So, all right. We will see y'all for part 2 and the last half of the season, bowl, college football playoffs. Stay tuned because it's going to get real. Confetti.
Get that, bro. That's so fire. Peace.
All right. We'll see y'all.